All right, Ben Parker of CardinalSportsReport.com here with Stanford head coach Jerod Haase. So first of all, just in general, how has the week of practice been for your team this week?
It's been good. Every practice session has its ups and downs, but the reality is I think the intent, the effort, the physicality has been really, really good. There's an excitement for what we're doing, but an understanding that we're nowhere near where we need to be yet. And so guys have done a nice job.
And just kind of in terms of just kind of your thoughts on Cal, just general thoughts on their team, what have you seen from them? Yeah,
uber talented. I mean, the scoring, the roster they put together, the talent acquisition is unbelievable, and they have some depth. But boy, their starters are elite at scoring the basketball. They're playing hard defensively. They're getting better as the year's gone on, and they've been in literally pretty much every game all year. So we understand what we're getting into.
One of the key matchups, I asked Mark about this yesterday, is the matchup inside between IMAC and Raynaud. Just kind of what are your thoughts on that matchup, and just what's been the key for Maxime to win that battle, and you guys collectively to beat them in the post?
Yeah, I mean, we understand it's a massive challenge. He's good on both ends of the floor, can really rebound the basketball. I think the number one thing I want to see is our ability to rebound. So box out on the defensive end and pursue the ball. Hopefully we can get a couple offensive rebounds as well. But we're well aware of how good he is, and Maxime has to understand it's going to be a great challenge for him.
Yeah, and just kind of what are your thoughts on their leading scorer, Jalen Tyson? He's leading the Pac-12 in scoring. Just kind of what are the kind of key strengths of his game that you've seen from him?
Yeah, he's elite. Can score in every way. Capable shooter from the perimeter, can score in the mid-range, can get to the basket, can get fouled. Most great scores. That's kind of the tool bag that they have, and so we understand it's going to be It is a one-on-one matchup, but it's also a team matchup of making sure everybody's doing their jobs. We're getting rotations, we're doing it effectively, and then having a great deal of pride one-on-one.
Cannon Carlos seems to be getting just more settled in with each passing week, each passing game. Just kind of the growth that you've seen from him from when he first stepped on the court here in the farm to now.
Yeah, he's been great attitude, and obviously he's a very talented player. We continue to talk about getting back to the basics and the building blocks for him to be able to have the success. And while we do want him to play with his hair on fire and playing fast, we also want to make sure he's playing off 2 feet, playing with discipline, and so having a combination of both those things, and he's done a great job trying to live that message.
So Tyson's leading the Pac-12 in scoring. Brandon Angel's leading the Pac-12 in three-point percentage. Just talk about his growth, Angel's growth on the three-point shooting, and just what's it like having tall guys that can shoot from the perimeter like Angel and Jones and those guys.
Yeah, with Brandon, it's what college used to be. Coming to a school and playing some as a freshman, but getting better and better every year. And he's playing the best basketball he's ever played. Extremely efficient on the offensive end, from 2, from 3, from the free throw line, and it's really a product of all of his hard work, his attitude, and knock on wood, he can continue that growth.
And also just kind of want to get your thoughts on Benny Geeler, his progression came in as a preferred walk-on, got a scholarship, is getting healthy minutes for you guys. What's been the key to his kind of growth and development so far this year?
Great mindset, tough. No challenge is too big for him. He can shoot the basketball. He plays with great pace on the offensive end, and he's a winner. And he's found his way onto the floor, and we have a great deal of confidence when he's out there.
Mark Madsen commented that his first unofficial visit was to Cal, and that you were on that team. Do you have any recollection of bumping into him when he was on that visit, or when did you first cross paths with him?
Yeah, I mean, our paths crossed there, and I think there was mutual respect as players. I think he watched me some when I played at Kansas, and obviously I watched him play in college and the NBA, and so I think there's a healthy level of respect, at least from me to him, and I think the other way as well. And then more importantly right now from the coaching side, I'm well aware of the roster he's put together and his coaching ability. We understand it's a great challenge we're walking into.
Just what's it like having only one game for a week and kind of pouring all your energy into one game, particularly when it's a rivalry game?
Yeah, it's a combination of a lot of things, making sure the guys get their rest, but also address some things that maybe get lost sometimes, maybe some conditioning, getting back in the weight room a little bit more, making sure they're getting their sleep and that kind of thing. So all that's important. But the focus is singular, obviously, and it's just on this one game. And the guys have done a nice job making sure their heads are in the right spot.
Yeah, too. And just talk about how was Max Morrell practicing this week. He was off a little bit. Just kind of what's it been like getting him back into the swing of things after his timeout.
Yeah, with Max, he's getting back in the fold, and he always plays as hard as he can, and we're trying to get him to make tons of shots, block some shots, and play to his potential. But absolutely love what he's doing, and he is back to full strength.
And just any update on Jerod Bonham, his availability, or is that a game time decision, or what's kind of status there?
Yeah, at this point it'll be game time. There's certainly a chance he'll get out there, and but he's done some nice things this week in preparation.
Yeah, I also kind of just want to get your thoughts on kind of Ryan Agarwal and Jalen Thompson. They both came in together, 4-star recruits. Just kind of how are they progressing in practice? We don't see them on the games much, but just how are they progressing in practice, do you think? Yeah.
Do you know what? They're doing really well. Unbelievable attitudes, working hard, understand their best basketball and opportunities are ahead, and but nothing honestly but positive things to say. And our blueprint for developing this program is different than the vast majority of college basketball programs right now, and we're hoping we can be a program of player development, and right now they're doing a great job of that, and we think they're going to be important members of this team moving forward.
2 more questions before then I'll let you go. Just in general, what is it like having, Madison touched on this with you guys, but what is it like having guys that have length and can hit threes, but just what is it like having that kind of weapon where guys like Maxime, guys like Spencer, guys like Angel, that have length and are tall can knock it down from deep like that? How nice is that?
Yeah, having shooters from multiple positions does help. We need to make sure we continue to get to the paint. They do a nice job of not letting that happen, but we need to be unselfish. But it does help when we are trying to run plays or run actions to be able to get into the paint, is having guys that can't shoot the basketball to be able to spread the defense out a little bit.
Final question for you. Just you had experience at Cal 1 year as a player. You've been here at Stanford for a long time. Just from your perspective, how are both schools similar, and what are some kind of big differences between the two, having experienced both in your mind?
Yeah, public versus private, would be one difference, and just the feel of campus is very, very different. At the end of the day, great academic institutions. At Stanford, absolutely love. One reason I want to be the head coach here was to be able to talk about education, talk about life after basketball. I think Cal can be able to sell those kind of things as well. So a lot of similarities, obviously a great deal of respect, and it's two great institutions that go into the ACC next year.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Jerod, and good luck on Friday night against the Golden Bears.
Thank you.